So today, you guys are going to be you're going to be doing what's called like an assembly, right? So the first thing you're going to do is this, okay? When you first open it, you have parts, right? So when you build your part, see, I just built this one. Do you guys see that? So I built this part, and when you're done building it, I want you to go right here to the part. Yours will probably just be part one, and then go ahead and click the eye. I don't want to see that part right now because I'm going to build a new one. So now I'm going to build a new one, and it's going to be a little cheapy small one. So I'm going to go sketch here, and then let's go here, I guess. Front. There we go. Let's go that one. All right, so there we go. Here's the plane, and let's go here, and I'm going to draw one little square there. Let's go ahead and zoom in and let's size it. So I'm building one little piece of the puzzle. We've already done this before, so I'm just doing one just to show you how you're going to redo it, so that you have them all in one file. So 0.75, 0.75. So I have a little square, one little cube, and I'm going to click check mark, and let's go ahead and rotate that. You see it there? We're going to extrude that up. We'll make it 2 squares high, which is 1.5. And then I will go. No, you know what? I'm going to go 2.25 and do 3 squares high like that. And then I'm going to have 2 sticking out. So I think this will work. I'm going to draw a sketch again on this face. And I think I could do both squares at the same time. Let's try that. I think I can do that. Let's go here. And let's go here. And then let's make sure that they're the correct size. Where's my little dimensioning tool? There we go. Let's make sure that this, come on, there we go. A little bit of lag. That's 0.70, a little bit of lag here again. There we go. And this one should be 0.75 as well. There we go. And I think I can draw those at the same time. Let's see if I can extrude them both. That one and that one. Yep. And only 1 square high. So I got this like a little U-shaped part right here. Now the next thing we got to do is I'm going to right click. Do you see this part 4? I'm going to right click it. And I'm going to say edit appearance. And I want to put a special color. Each one I want a different color. So make sure that you have different colors on all your parts. Okay, I already did that. Now you should have 5 parts because that was the rule. Okay, so once you're done, this is where we've always been working. Okay, the only difference is I'm asking you to build your part and then hide it, then build your part and hide it, and then build a new part and hide it, then build this new part and hide it, and then go ahead and once they're all hidden, then build the next one so that you have all of them here and you have all your parts. So part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. If you want to rename them piece 1 and piece 2, you can. That's really easy. You just right click and say rename right here. All right. Once you're done and you have all your parts, you have to solve it. You guys get ready for this one. We're going to click here. Do you see assembly? That should already be there. Click assembly. Then click insert. And go ahead and start inserting all your pieces. Part 2, there it is. I'm going to click it right here. And then I'm going to part 3, I'm going to click it here. And part 4, I'm going to click it down here. It doesn't really matter. And then go ahead and click check mark. We're done, okay? So you'll have 5 pieces, but here we go. Now, one of these need to be fixed. So make sure the first thing we do is after dropping these pieces in here that we fix one of them. So let me just go to the isometric view and I'll decide which one. Okay, it's fine. I'll let that slide. So it's okay. So you know, normally I'd be watching you guys as you're designing them around the class, and I'm walking around the class and stuff. So I know it's a little hard for me to do that right now. So if I go to isometric view, here we go. I think I'm going to fix this one right here. I like the way it's standing. I'm going to build the cube around this guy, this gray one. So here's what's the very first thing you got to do. Fix it. Right click and say fix it. So one of them is fixed. I cannot move them now. See, I try to move them and it's fixed. These guys, I can move them around where I want to. But we're not going to drag the part here. If you try to do that, you're never going to do that. You're going to lay it here and go, oh, wait, it's not, wait, how do I? how do I move it onto that part? You're never going to do that. We're going to have to do something called, watch this, let's go back to isometric view. We're going to have to use something called mating. And we're only going to use mating. There's a bunch of stuff we can do. We're only going to use mating to make this easier, okay? So to finally get this part on here, we're going to have to mate multiple times. Okay? So I'm going to show you what I mean by mating multiple times. All right? So this part right here, let's do this one. This is a complex one. What I want, my intention for this one was that it would lay here and wrap around this gray thing right here. So I need this thing to lay over here in that far corner. So let's start mating. So it, by the way, it takes 3 mates to finally lock one up, and you'll see that right now. So click here and mate this right here. So click the center of that. And I want that to mate right here on this guy. Now, the problem is, watch this. The problem is, I'm going to push play. It shows me it's flipped the opposite way. I want it to, it did mate the face, but the opposite side. So we're going to click this button right here. You see flip primary axis? This little arrow. We're going to click that because once again, if I push play, it rotates it around to show the degrees of freedom. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted this flipped the other way. So let's click this, flip primary axis. Then let's click play. There we go. That's what I was looking for, I think. So let's play check mark. And let's just double check that that's what I was looking for. So when I move it, I can move it. Yes, I just need to flip that around. So I want this guy right here to be mated on top of here. So let's see if this works. Mate, remember it takes 3. So I've done 1. Mate this face with this face here. And then click check mark. I'm done. If you want to push play, you can. And I think that's what I'm looking for. No, I want it flipped the other way again. So let's go to flip that way. Let's see if that's what I was looking for. I think that's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Okay, so now it's locked up, and I'm only going to have 1 degree of freedom. Let's see where it is right here. Ready, guys? That's it. That's the only degree of freedom. I cannot move it towards me or away from me. I cannot move it up or down. I can only move it left and right now. And that's what I wanted. Look at this. I wanted to slide right in and lock up right there. So I need 1 more mate to finish this. So I'm going to go mate, and I'm going to go this thing right here, that face with that face right here, this gray one right here. And it looks like it's messing up. Don't worry about that. Your other 2 mates will fix right now. So we're going to click check mark. And that's it. See how it fixed itself? Now watch this. I'm going to go back to my isometric view. And let me rotate this around a bit. If I try to move this blue thing, I cannot because the gray is fixed, and I've mated this in 3 different ways, so there's no way I can unlock that. My next one, I want this little L-shaped red one to go over this guy. Just kind of lay over it like that. I just want it to lay down, okay? So let's get started. This one kind of doesn't matter which way I lay it, so I'm going to click mate, and I'm going to click that little edge, and I want that face to mate with this face right here. And it's saying, it's just showing me this whole face, that this face is kind of big, and that's fine. So let's click that face. And again, it's doing it upside down. I don't know if you guys can see that. Watch, I'll push play. That's not the way I intended. I meant it to flip the other way. So click this flip axis, this little arrow, and then we can click the play button. Yes, that's the way I wanted it. So there we go. And so now look at this red thing. It has 2 degrees of freedom. I can go this way and I can go this way, but I cannot go up or down. It won't let me. Or did it? Wait, it kind of did somehow. Oh, I know what it was. I can't. I shouldn't be able to lift it up though. I think so. Anyway, let's see. Let's get the next thing. I know it takes. It was at a different view, huh? Okay, I think so too. Let's see if I should take 3 mates. So let's do it again. Click mate. And let's click this face right here. I could have messed up that mate too. So just remember that was this 4th mate. So I'll go back and fix it if I have to. Click here. And click that little face. There we go. That's good. That's the way I intended it. I want it to look just like that. Now it looks like I'm done. I don't need to do anything else. Although I think there should be some freedom. Yep, see? It looked like I was done because it just happened to line up perfectly for me, but there's still some degree of freedom here. And because I told you it takes 3 mates. So let's go in and mate that side. Mate. No, not you. There we go. This side with this face right here. And it looks like it's all thrown off. Don't worry about that. Click check mark, and then the other two will fix it, and there it goes. Now it's fully mated up. I can't do anything about it. It's fully locked up. Now, lastly, I'm going to take, remember, I'm missing some parts here, but this one, I'm just going to make it lay around this loop right here, this loop. So let's do that. Let's get this face right here. So mate, this face. Did I click it? There we go. That face. I think I did it. And then let's go with that face there. And let's go solve. Oh, I actually, this is a good example. It did the opposite. I think I want it to flip the other way. So I'm going to go right click on this mate that I just did. And I'm going to say to edit and flip. There we go. That's the way I wanted it. So check mark. There we go. So now it's looking good. It's looking good. I can move this way and this way though. So let's mate the inside of this guy with the gray one right here. I think that'll work. There's more than one way to do it though. It's not like there's only one way you can do this. There's multiple ways to lock up these parts, but it's going to take 3 each time. Click here. And let's see if I'm clicking that. I think that's the correct face. There we go. I think I did it right. Let's check mark. There we go. So it looks like it's done, but remember, it does take 3. So technically, I should be able to move this in one direction. Let's see what direction. This one. I can't move it left and right. I'm trying to. You can see my mouse. And I cannot move it up or down, but I can move it in or out. So the last one I think you guys know is I'm going to mate this guy with that one right there. So let's do that. Mate. Click. There. And let's click check mark. It did not like that. Wait, it's having an issue I think with one of the planes before that for some reason. Let's see. Edit. I see it's red. Let's see if we flip this. Maybe that's what it was? I don't know why it's having a problem. It might be, yeah, I might have chose the wrong plane. That's like, wait, I can't even mate there. So let's just delete that. And let's see our degrees of freedom now. Oh, so it's still just a 1 degree of freedom. Okay, so let's go ahead and mate. Yeah, I think you're right. I chose the wrong one, so let's go here with that face right there. You got to zoom in a lot to get that right. Check mark, and that should be it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that was it. So now we're fully locked up. We know we are. Let's go isometric view. We know we are because I can't move anything. Grab each part, try to pull them out, try to move them, and I can't move them anywhere. So you know you're done. So you can kind of see that this thing is completely done. And that's how we do it. I want you to do it until you solve your puzzle. You might have to redraw some stuff. And take a picture of it when you're all done. Like just take a nice view of it like that. If you want to do 2 different angles, take a screenshot of that and take a screenshot of that. That's fine. But you might have to draw some parts if you realize, wait, I kind of made it where I can't solve it. You should have been able to solve it. You have the parts in your hand right now out of wood done and solved. So if you did the last, if you're up to date with your assignments, yeah, you should be able to solve it. Like Brendan's got his cube right there. You should be able to like just have it in your hand and make sure all those parts are drawn, and then just look at how each one interconnects until you have this. And this assignment might take you a while, but I think you're going to learn a lot. It's very similar to what we do in class with the other software, and that's pretty much it. So that's your assignment.